that has kind of come through our program in a long time, but you got to adapt. You got to be flexible and you got to adapt. And I think that one person that could possibly fill into those shoes is Emily Trushell, transfer from USC Aiken, under consideration last year for PBC Player of the Year honors. So she is a prolific scorer that probably just needs just a tick amount of time to figure out, and become comfortable in the more of a royal blue and less of a navy blue.
Exactly. In the opener today in the Classic, it was Lincoln Memorial knocking off Clayton State. Final score in that one, 77-64. The way your officials for tonight's ball game, A.J. Sibsey, Katrina Plummer, and Kiki Tardy. Time now for your starting lineups. First for the Pioneers of Tusculum University under Coach Roger Hodge. They'll be starting number 0, Aaliyah Vananda. Number 1, Faith Silva. Number 4, Jenna Kallenberg. Number 15, Nakaya Chesterfield. And number 20, Carly Wilson. Again, this is the season opener for Tusculum. And as the lights are dimmed here in the Convocation Center, the opener for the Nighthawks playing on the fantastic scoreboard high atop center court. A nice way to rev up the crowd in preparation for this home opener. Nighthawks under head coach Buffy Burson will be starting number 4, Lexi Pierce, freshman from Dahlonega. Number 5, Carly Fahey, junior from Sewanee. Number 10, Daisha Cannon, junior from Cleveland, Georgia. Number 13, Ainsley Hall, junior from Watkinsville. And number 21, Emily Trushell, junior from Brentwood, Tennessee. The Nighthawks 1-1 on the new season and looking to get things rolling here tonight. Out of curiosity, what are your expectations, Lee, as far as the Nighthawks go?
Finding a comfort zone, new personnel, adapting to new roles that were probably not expected just a few weeks ago. So just trying to figure that piece out. Analyzing their first 2 box scores combined. They're just at 1.2, just a tick over on the positive side of an assist-turnover ratio. We always share it really well. It's just a matter of taking care of it just a little bit more. 32 turnovers is high for us. Only shooting 25% from 3. You really want to see that thing in the middle 30s. And what's more concerning is we're not only shooting it very well in our first 2, but we've got double the attempts of the opposing team. So they're forcing us into shooting a lot of 3s, and we're just not making them at a good enough a clip right now. So one positive thing, though, is we've got a lot of balance across our scoring lineup. 7 players averaging 6 points or better, and plus 33 on the shot attempts, meaning that we have got 30 offensive rebounds compared to just 11 to the other team.
And the tip controlled by Trushell to Cannon, but taken away momentarily, and it will be Tusculum ball. And we are underway in Dahlonega. Glad you've joined us. Pass inside, knocked away, scramble, and the Nighthawks will have it. Quickly, Pierce gets it up the floor. Kicks to Fahey. Long 3, Trushell off the mark.
Freshman from Dahlonega, Lexi Pierce right there, got in ball screen defense on the side right in front of our bench. Did a wonderful job of diving down to the roller and got the steal on the offensive possession.
Basket there for Lumpkin County, drawing first blood for Tusculum. The Pioneers.
There's one of those costly turnovers that we talked about, just unnecessary in transition.
A near steal by Trushell. Long 3 left side off the glass, no good. Here come the Nighthawks. Beautiful And the basket, we're tied at 2.
Ansley Hall there, quick basket, running the floor, just nice pitch ahead, staying in her lane. Good find by Carly Fahey there. An assisted basket is exactly what we're looking for, and not the transition turnovers.
And it took a couple of tries, but Pierce got it in, and now the first lead of the night for North Georgia.
Another good result off of a pitch ahead in offensive transition. Good job of keeping our eyes up and our chin up. Oh, unfortunate there. Nice aggressive, hard switch on the ball screen. The ball screen was big to little from Tusculum, but we were just guard to guard, so we just decided just to hard switch it, force the loose ball, but unfortunately it hit our leg, and by rule that's going to be a kick ball. Pioneers subbing in 5 players here now, 5 at a time.
When was the last time you saw that?
The old hockey switch.
That's it, the line shift. Shift change there. And a long 3, it rattles in. And that puts the Pioneers on top at 5-4. But a basket at the other end. Nicely done inside by Cannon.
Good rim run by Daisha Cannon. Good find by Ansley Hall. Did a great job of dribbling through the first level of traffic. Got the dribble down, beat the first layer, and was able to get the nice assist. A nice lift there. He had the single defender in the back. Did a good job of challenging Daisha. Daisha kept her feet on the floor, lifted her, flew her past. Quick basket.
And Tusculum with an opportunity at the line. That shot off the mark, no good. Faith Diggs at the line. Faith, a junior out of Phoenix, Arizona. And got the second one to go. We're tied at 6. Started her career at Scottsdale Community College. Beautiful move inside, off the glass, no good. And Pierce is quick.
Yes, she is. She's a hometown girl here, played her time here for head coach David Dowse. Won a state championship her junior year, played for a state championship her senior year, battled an injury during her senior year, and is really returning to form of the player that she was a year ago.
Right.
And to be able to come into your hometown school and show this much composure, it speaks a lot.
Absolutely.
It tells you how well you were coached at the high school level.
A pair of foul shots there, and what a tradition there at Lumpkin County. Pass inside, and that's going to be another foul on the Nighthawks. Second thus far here in the quarter. I have to get my mindset back to quarters versus halves. I got really excited at the end of the third quarter of game number 1. Thought that was it. Came in.
Unfortunately, that would have kept us right on schedule had that been the end of the game. But, you know, those first games of a classic when the home team's not playing, you know.
Yep. So far, a nip and tuck battle here. Cannon off the glass, no good. Fahey getting a hand on it. And it's going to be Tusculum ball.
Here comes another, line change.
5 for 5.
5 for 5, and we've yet to make a sub. I thought Daisha might have got bumped in the air right there on the finish, but I can respect that being a no call for sure if that's a no call for 40 minutes.
Right, and that's the key, is the consistency. Pioneers with the ball. Silva, senior out of Alamogordo, New Mexico. The foul no good. Scramble, loose ball, and the Nighthawks are going to come out of there with it, knocked away by Storm Wilson, and it will stay North Georgia ball.
The first game of the year for Tusculum, obviously, but
Shot no good, but
the line changes for me lead me to believe that they're trying to play a really fast-paced game.
Yep.
Going to extend the pressure 40 or 90 feet and cause us to make decisions on the fly. But I'll tell you that I think our guard play in the backcourt is mature. Although right now we've got a freshman back there. Ansley Hall has been around as a transfer. She's seen a lot. Carly Fahey has definitely seen a lot last year as well. So there's some trust in our backcourt. It'll be just how well do our lungs hold up.
And a takeaway there. Fahey on the move. Stops on the right wing. Trushell, top of the key. Ball kicked over to Fahey. Down, up off the glass and good. Kaylee Sticker just in the ball game.
Yeah, that's a nice, tough shot. Flat angle, but still able to have the touch to use the backboard. So I'm not sure if we'll get a whistle right here on this possession, but Tusculum's already got 5 players at the table. There's a whistle. I'd like to know how many seconds that rotation played.
Not many.
I mean, I don't know, maybe less than a minute.
I think.
What those players are going to have to learn, if that's the style to play, is that finding a groove offensively is not going to be there. So I need to make my impact defensively.
Exactly. I think it's impossible to be comfortable on the offensive end of the floor. That pass down low, way off the mark from point-blank range, but it's knocked out of bounds and will stay. Tusculum ball. Goodness gracious.
Nice little find there. Short-sighted pocket pass by the Pioneers. Luckily, they blew a bunny for us.
And taken away by Sticker. Nighthawks on top, 10-8 with the ball. Heavy traffic there for Hall. Sticker intended that for Fahey. Knocked out of bounds, and it will stay North Georgia ball.
Lucky break for the Nighthawks there. I tell you what, one thing with Kaylee's Sticker's kind of knee injury that she's kind of been dealing with for the last few years, it has increased her IQ because she doesn't have necessarily the athleticism that she has always had. And you just see her tip it to herself, and right there, she got lucky, almost had a turnover, but immediately turned and said, you know, my bad, that won't happen again.
Travel called on the Pioneers, and a substitution checking in. Libby Blackstock for the Nighthawks, and also back in Lexi Pierce. Another spate of changes for the Pioneers. Back on the floor, Jenna Kallenberg, transfer from Western Kentucky.
Hilltoppers.
Yep.
I wonder if the 5-out face guarding in the full court just to kind of create tempo is something that our coaches were aware of, being that they haven't played a game and they've got a new coach, or those adjustments that we're having to make on the fly.
Yep.
Because if it's adjustments that we're having to make on the fly, we're doing a really good job of layering through the first wave of pressure.
Missed shot there for the Nighthawks at the other end. Quick attempt, but to no avail. Rebound Pierce, and a foul in the backcourt.
And one thing about the fouls there, too, is that you can kind of afford to get past that threshold of pressure, because unless you're just a prolific scorer, which is hard to do when you're playing 90-second shifts, Tusculum has a lot of fouls to give.
And a turnover there. Blackstock trying to get the ball to Sticker. Long three. Kallenberg high off the iron. No good. Offensive board taken away by Hall. Up ahead. Sticker works the right side. Fake. Shoots and scores.
That's a nice little Euro there. A little bit less of a Euro and more of a pass fake that got the defender leaning just to give her enough space to get past for the layup.
Largest lead of the ball game. Nighthawks up by 7. 4:27 to go. First quarter, down low. Pierce off the glass, good.
Same thing by Pierce there, but she just used a change of pace. So instead of the ball fake, she just rose up, made the defender come out of her stance, and then exploded back.
Long three off the mark, taken by Trushell. Zips it cross court to Hall. I think the point you made a moment ago about the lack of continuity on the offensive end for Tusculum is costing them.
Well, their shot quality on the last 3 possessions has been horrific. And there's a made 3 in transition, but the 3 prior to that were just, it looked like, man, I know I'm not going to be out here long. I'm going to get something up really quick.
Block shot. And another observation thus far. North Georgia seems to want to run with Tusculum.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll say, look, if a team wants to play fast, we want to slow it down. We're not going to let you dictate the pace of the game. But really, it's just about being comfortable doing what you're doing.
That shot off the mark, tipped last, though, by number 32, Madison Zugna. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:12 to play here in Dahlonega. It's North Georgia 17, Tusculum 13. Back in a moment. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Considering a career change? Ready to lead in healthcare? Be a nurse in 15 months with our accelerated Bachelor's of Nursing track. Learn more at ung.edu/ABSN.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia Mountains.
Back here at the Convocation Center, it has been an entertaining first quarter here at the Convocation Center. 17-13. Lead a moment ago was 9, and it's been back and forth. And one thing about it, virtually impossible to call all the names of the Tusculum players as they are substituted into the game before the next shift is coming in.
I'll tell you what, right there, that's something that North Georgia has been missing for a while right there. That play that you saw from Ansley Hall, baseline out play with just some misdirection. It was really a setup for her to drive, and drive she did. There was a dribble penetration with conviction right there. And a lot of times players will drive with pass first. She drove right then to absorb foul. Like she was looking for the contact, went at the defender and played through her chest. That is very refreshing. A lot of times after the first dribble, you see ladies that have their eyes on pitching it out to the backside.
Basket there for the Pioneers. Hall had gotten 1 of 2. Blackstock cross court. Pierce Trushell open for 3. It's good.
And Trushell can absolutely stroke it whenever she gets going. Nice spin coming off her hand there. Good find by Lexi Pierce, making the extra up the floor pass.
2:34 to go here, first quarter. Shot from point blank range, no good. Sticker the rebound.
They've scored 36 points this quarter, and we've still got over 2 minutes to play.
Going to be an interesting night here in Dahlonega. Sticker for 3, wouldn't fall. Rebound on the weak side. Nicely done by Pierce. Wide open Blackstock from the left wing, no good. Tipped again out of bounds, and it will be North Georgia ball.
I'll tell you what, Ansley Hall and everybody in the white, really, I know we're early in the game, but she plays hard.
Hard-nosed. Sticker getting a breather.
What'll be critical in games like this is strategically using your timeouts and your media breaks. That's a foul. Push under by 32.
And that is Zugna.
So you can see a couple of our girls are really kind of got their mouth open now. Ansley being one of them, about to inbound the ball here. So we've got 2 minutes really before the break.
Right.
So can those things line up strategically to where you don't have to call a timeout to rest?
And a conversation going on at the top of the key. 2 minutes exactly.
They're just trying to figure out not who was in possession, but what the shot clock should be.
And 20 seconds was the decision. Trushell picks up the dribble. Ball knocked away and stolen. Tusculum on the move, trailing by 6. Lob inside. Zugna, left-hand shot, no good. Got her own rebound, puts it up and in.
That's left-handed play there.
Ooh, nearly too much, but snared by Pierce. Hall for 3 wouldn't go. Pioneers again pushing the tempo. The feed down low intended for Kenshaw, but no good. That basket and a foul. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Another thing about, from a spectator perspective, this game comes in waves when a team plays like this.
Right.
So a 9-point lead is nothing. It can evaporate in just a couple of seconds.
Madison Zugna, junior from Melbourne, Australia, by way of Arizona Western and Our Lady of Sion College. And it's a 1-point contest. That basket attempt no good. This would be for the first lead of the night for Tusculum. They have trailed the whole way. Save for the first basket of the game. Clock stop, 55.4 to go. Faith Diggs to the line, and again, the 4-player substitution. Checking in for the Nighthawks, Isabel Davenport, her first appearance of the night. Started the season opener for North Georgia. Diggs ties the game at 21. Second one no good. Trushell the rebound, hands it to Hall. That pass well over the head of the intended recipient, Carly Fahey, and over to Tusculum. 44.6 to go. Blackstock back in. Hall is out. Sticker hustles over and makes it just in time to get back in the ball game in place of Trushell.
That's just foul protection there.
Wilson with the ball, hands it away to Silva behind the back. Shot clock at 18. Long 3-pointer off the iron, no good. Ball taken by Fahey, double team, stops. Now lobs it somehow to Sticker. They can take the last shot of the quarter. Ball tipped away as Storm Wilson went charging toward her own bench. Junior out of Hanover, Illinois. Triton College and Hoffman Estates High. Ten seconds remaining. Wilson lost the handle. Sticker with 2-1. The shot is up. It is no good. And we're right where we started. All knotted up. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter. It's 21-all on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Considering a career change? Ready to lead in healthcare? Be a nurse in 15 months with our accelerated Bachelor's of Nursing track. Learn more at ung.edu/ABSN.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia Mountains.
The Nighthawks led by as many as 9 at 17-8. But a strong finish to the quarter by Tusculum has tied this one up.
Yeah, this kind of 14 deep rotation with early trigger, quick trigger jump shot or quick trigger offense, high pressure defense can come at you in waves. And it's just about a matter of keeping poise when you've got the basketball in your hand and letting the game come to you.
Pass intended for Cannon, taken away. Tusculum with the ball, chance to retake the lead for the first time since being up 2-0 right out of the gate. Benanda gets rid of the ball to Henshaw. Jumper is an air ball. Nighthawks have it. Oh, the lob is taken away, taken right back by Davenport. Blackstock gets it to Davenport. Three is good.
I love right there the confidence in Isabel. Fought back and recreated or erased a turnover. Then once we settled into the offense, just kind of knew on that first touch or the first space she got, she was going to let it fly, and that was a confident-looking three there.
And for a shooter, that tends to bode well.
Yeah.
Scramble inside. Nighthawks are going to come away with it. Boy, a lot of contact there. Timeout taken by Coach Burson, and that has 8:52 on the clock. Is it a 30? Or it's going to be a full.
Media,
yep, 8:52 to go, second quarter. It's North Georgia 24, Tusculum 21. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. The long-range jumper by Isabel Davenport has the Nighthawks back in front, 24-21. Team's back on the floor, and it will be North Georgia ball. 8:52 to go until halftime. Oh, and the pass went right through the hands of Ansley Hall, and the turnover gives it right back to Tusculum.
That wasn't the reason for the turnover, but against tidal wave pressure like this, two things you want to keep in mind is no one dribble pickups where you're dead on the dribble, and and no over dribbling,
right?
Because they'll be coming from a different angle behind you, and they want you speed dribbling up the sideline. And so when you take pass right here in front of our booth, when you take that extra dribble, you'll see a lot of trouble happen right here. So no over dribble and no one dribble pickup.
Wow. I'm really anxious to see the numbers at halftime because I think it's not going to be good.
They are not afraid to shoot threes.
Woo!
Go ahead.
Sticker open for three. Top of the key! And just like that, 27-21. North Georgia on top. Floater in the lane, no good. Over the top, Zugna couldn't control it. Trushell. Away it goes to Hall, up ahead to Davenport, down low to Sticker. Beautiful pass in traffic, shot up, good, but it's going to be a foul prior to the shot.
Another thing too is Ansley Hall is like 5-something,
right?
Not a lot, 5-something but single figures, and she is not afraid to make a cut through the paint, knowing that when she wins the cut and she catches it, she's going to be in the forest.
Right.
She's not afraid to go in the forest. She's got her chainsaw blade sharp.
I'm just going to say, she was in heavy traffic. And right there, a beautiful three-pointer. 3 from beyond the arc for the Nighthawks. And that has powered them back to that 9-point advantage, equaling the largest. And an offensive foul on Zugna. Zugna listed at 6'2".
Right there, handled the pressure, made 3 off of a dribble handoff. Hard thing to do. A lot of shooters like to receive a pass, but to take a dribble handoff and generate your own momentum for the jump shot, and then goes down to the other end and absorbs and takes a charge. So a good 2-trip possession for number 13 for the Nighthawks there.
Hall closely checked by Vananda. Cannon now to Trushell. Has it knocked away, picks up her dribble, needs help. Lost the dribble, Sticker knocked it away. Goodness gracious, it is a battle on the floor for the ball still, and it's going to be Cannon that got a hand on it, but out of bounds.
You know what I can respect there is the fact that that wasn't blown dead.
Right.
And that you can continue to kind of play for it.
Because
for it.
possession had not been gained.
And it went about, it looked like at 3 different times somebody was going to have it or win it. And so I like right there letting the game just play.
I'm with you. 30-21, that shot off the mark, no good. Tipped by Sticker to Cannon. Dacia brings it up. Now the pass over to Trushell. Wide open Hall, 3 left side, high off the iron, no good. Sticker tipped it, but right into the hands of Vananda. Quick 3 at the other end. The shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound, give that one to Carly Wilson. Shot off the mark. That one goes up and a travel. All right, I'm going to have to look at live stats because it's killing me. North Georgia with the ball. Hall right down Main Street. It's been an 11-0 start here in this second quarter. It has the Nighthawks back in front, and that's their largest lead of the night. The Pioneers have gone 3 minutes, 40 seconds without a point here in the quarter. Timeout on the floor, and it's a 30. We'll keep it right here. Love the way the Nighthawks responded to the Pioneers having tied the game.
Yeah, but please understand that there'll be another tidal wave of Pioneer that comes at us
when some of those shots start.
That's right. Yeah, and so you think, man, shot quality not very good, but they wouldn't be allowed to keep taking them if they didn't make some of them. And I know it's their first game of the year, so maybe they're trying to figure out which players have the freedom to take that regularly. There's an old adage about shooting threes. If you don't shoot in middle 30s or higher, you can take your first shot of the night. And the only way that you continue to be able to keep shooting is if you make your first.
What do you think the Pioneers are shooting right now?
Not a lot.
25%
overall?
Yeah, well, that's from the floor. 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. Zugna drives high off the glass, no good. Rebound Trushell. 6 minutes to go here until the half. The feed intended for Sticker, knocked out of bounds. Hall, that was a beautiful wraparound pass.
Yeah, a little bit almost overpassing there by Ansley. She had
thought it was going to be a shot.
Yeah, there was nobody committed to the help once she got into the paint.
She will trigger the inbound play. Got to hurry, just beats the count. Trushell out to Fahey, picks up her dribble, now to Sticker. Shot clock at 15, 5:50 to go until halftime. Hall, Sticker, zips the pass. Trushell barely hangs on. Hall, head fake, drives in traffic, tips it to Trushell, corner, back to Fahey, shot clock at 3. Davenport, right wing, wouldn't go. Got a little deep in the shot clock.
Yeah, she was open a couple of rotations earlier, and the big from Tusculum did a really good job right there of shot challenge on Bell, and made her, not only because of the shot clock, but because of her length, kind of squeeze that off a little quicker than she likes. And the length forced the miss.
4-player substitution. Well, beg your pardon. Now 5 for 5. Zugna thought that she was just going to stay on the court. That was not going to be the case. Nighthawks have it. Up by 11. Hall bounce pass to Sticker off the glass. Would not go. Had a good look, just wouldn't fall.
Bell got him with the
beautiful
tip
takeaway.
Back, yeah.
Yep. Nicely done. Trushell, top of the key, picks up the dribble, bounce pass, dangerous to Hall. She protects it, tightly defended by Vananda. Pass to Sticker in the lane, beautiful feed. Fahey, a little too much on that. That's going to be a foul on Davenport. Fighting for the rebound. .446 to go here in the second quarter. 32-21. Pioneers have yet to score here in the second. Silva away to Cole, now in the hands of Kallenberg. Wide open three, corner Silva off the iron, would not go. Out of bounds. Mentioned that Silva, the senior, is from Alamogordo, New Mexico. We'll do the geography quiz. What is Alamogordo, New Mexico most noted for?
Is that geography?
Well, it's not geography, but just history. It's a history question.
Cactus and tumbleweed.
Well, there's a lot of that.
I don't know.
Go back to 1945, the first atomic bomb test.
Really? How did you know that?
I knew when I looked at Alamogordo, when I keyed in on the rosters, that something was there, and I had to look it up, and that's what it was.
It's not the first time you've heard that city, which is a unique city.
And because it is not big. It's near White Sands Missile Range and White Sands National Park. But and there's also a big Air Force base that's near there, but not very big. Basket there.
Thought we had right there an opportunity for a charge attempt. Tusculum had lowered the shoulder there, Chesterfield, but I can agree. I can get behind the no call there. Just a tough swing for the Nighthawks there, where a whistle that could have been a player control, yet Tusculum able to get 3 points out of it, and get back to 10 points.
Took them 5 minutes and 55 seconds in the quarter to score their first points. It's a 10-point ball game now. Long three, no good. Offensive rebound taken by Henshaw and nestles that one in. Henshaw from London.
See, like there it is. Like, so we were up 13 and now we're up 8 in a matter of, 5 points just came in a
15 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yep.
Davenport, right wing. The pass intended for Cannon, off mark and taken there by Chesterfield, Murfreesboro, Tennessee freshman. Shot would not fall.
Kaylee Sticker sprinting back in defense, defensive transition and taking a charge. Last offensive possession for the Nighthawks, just a touch on the disjointed side. Dribble penetration, and then our post was going away from the spot, and so it's a really tough angle to make that pass on. So
Trussell's going to bring it up herself in traffic. Now the pass away to Sticker, zips it inside, intended for Cannon again. This one off the mark to Silva.
Yeah, and against a team that is high pressure like this, what you want to do is make sure that you make a whole lot of simple.
Floater in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound and the putback. And that's Zugna, her first bucket of the night. Shots would not go, and a foul on Madison.
That's going to be her third.
I beg your pardon, that was not her first bucket. She's got 10.
But she's also now got 3 fouls.
Wow. She checks out, checking in. Dana DeBusk. Sticker at the line. This one will not go.
You got this one, look it in.
So a 7-0 run by the Pioneers to answer the 13-0 run by North Georgia. Shot off the glass, good. And it's a 4-point ball game. I think you said something about the next wave coming in a bit.
It's inevitable.
Shot no good. Cannon trying to get a hand on it. Gets it back. Pass to Trussell, you bet.
Nice job of Emily using the glass right there. Wasn't able to elevate, tried to get the quick shot off to avoid the shot block and use the glass with a lot of touch.
Down the lane, a beautiful feed. And the bucket for Chesterfield, 36-32, and a turnover.
A really nice drive and finish there by the Pioneers. Good find of getting us into rotation defensively and giving off to the open man for the easy bucket.
Pioneers with the ball. Chesterfield has become the go-to Pioneer offensively. A couple of buckets in a row here. And it's 36-34. Nighthawks on top with the ball. Beautiful feed. Sticker to Trussell.
Wow, great cut. They call that a blast cut. Good cut from the weak side.
Chesterfield from 17 feet, no good. Rebound taken by Davenport. Tightly defended, but gets it up to Hall. Ansley in traffic. The pass off the hands of Sticker. Long three, good. And it's a 1-point ball game. 38-37, a minute to go until the half. This is shades of the end of the first quarter. Cannon in traffic, no good. Hall down the lane, no, and that one blocked and a foul call.
Goodness.
That was a somewhat frenetic possession.
And that is exactly what Tusculum wants. That is the feel that you've lost control of it. And in their mind, they're not only messing with your muscles, but they're messing with your mind. And they feel like mistakes can just compound mistakes, especially when you're tired. So it's a style that has merit. There's a lot of teams that do it, but you better be committed to it, and you better have the horses.
Nice effort there by Trushell to try to track down that loose ball. She and Dana DeBusk were going for it. Last touch by DeBusk, and so the Nighthawks will have it in the corner. Fahey to inbound, 49.4 to go, up by 2. Trushell back to Fahey, picks up her dribble, the pass to Trushell. Backs in, nowhere to go. Now Davenport, shot clock at 8. And that's going to be a turnover to Tusculum. You know, we could wind up again tied here at halftime, just as we were at the end of one.
With the Nighthawks holding double-digit leads in both quarters.
In both quarters. Go figure. Shot clock at 13. There's a difference of about 4 seconds. Lexi Patty with the ball. Oh, and a foul called with 8 seconds. We'll send her to the line.
That's going to be Emily's second.
Stick her back in. You never want to get a foul, certainly, but you hate to get it with that little time left in a period. Patty at the line, a junior from Maryville, Tennessee, gets one, and it's a 1-point ball game, 39-38. But a takeaway, shot wouldn't go. 4 seconds, Cannon, and is going to heave it the length of the court, and it will not go. And while we're not tied, we're pretty doggone close. The lead is but one, 39-38. North Georgia on top of Tusculum University. We'll take a break and be back at the half. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
The mountains are open.
My name is Lana Tedorina, and UNG is where I lead. I chose UNG because of the tennis program and how much the tennis program has achieved in the past. And I wanted to be a part of building a good team. But also the campus is very beautiful, the location. It has the new business building that I really like. And when I did my research, I really liked Dahlonega in Georgia. So one of the biggest challenges that I faced was coming here and not knowing anyone. I didn't know how the culture was and how to really approach people. And being new and not knowing anyone can be tough in the beginning. So you have to really put yourself out there and make connections, talk to people. So that's where I feel like I've grown a lot, and I've gotten to know a lot of people here, and that has helped my experience. My advice for international students would be just go for it. It may be tough in the beginning, but it's all going to be worth it at the end. You're going to meet amazing people. It's really fun, and you get a very good degree.
Since 2007, we've seen an explosion in popularity of superhero movies in the last decade. Rayner argues that superhero films offer an escape from the boredom many of us feel with our lives. We love the epic. We want epic lives. There's a tension you're going to face as you celebrate, walk out of this door, and you go to Monday and you say, what's next? And more importantly, how do I live a superhero life? John Gordon, he's a best-selling author on leadership. This is what he says. There's a myth about success, graduates. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. One that says it's all about you. But here's the truth. You're not a real success unless you're helping others be successful. That's the greatest self-growth strategy of all time. The more you help others grow and improve, you grow and improve. Focus on others. It's not about you. And you'll find something even greater than success. Graduates, you'll find significance. But remember, in all of this, there's a tension. How do I live a superhero life? Enter the epic by being bold. Your family, your community, our state, and our nation are all counting on you. Graduates, today we celebrate you. We celebrate your hard work. We celebrate your diligence. We celebrate your commitment. And I am so incredibly proud of you.
It takes more than intelligence and talent to succeed in life. It takes grit and a commitment to excellence.
It takes the willingness to serve others and a cause greater than yourself.
It requires you to push boundaries,
ask difficult questions,
and understand the world around you.
It requires you to know your strengths
and weaknesses, and have the desire to make yourself better than you were yesterday.
It requires you to be independent, efficient, and tolerant.
Ultimately, it requires you to be a leader. At the University of North Georgia, we develop leaders.
Leaders who serve our country abroad to tackle the challenges of the world.
And leaders who serve at home to improve our way of life.
Leaders who never quit.
Leaders who lead by example and not exception.
Leaders who are tough, but fair.
Leaders who are relentless and passionate.
Leaders who solve problems and don't make excuses.
Leaders who do the right thing, even when no one's looking.
There's nothing average about the University of North Georgia and its Corps of Cadets.
If you've got what it takes, then bring it.
You can't really get an idea of how another country runs their military till you go abroad.
It was cool to see their outlook on just life in general. To be there as a global ambassador is definitely a life-changing experience.
I participated in the Management College National Defense University Cadet Exchange. That is located in Taipei, Taiwan.
So I participated in study abroad internship in country of Georgia. The program I participated in was the Swiss Summer Mountaineering course. The experience was extremely professional. There were people from different militaries across the world. I was training with soldiers that were once our adversaries. It's when I noticed the importance of diplomatic relations and also civil affairs through the military.
The host school was always really going out of their way to help us get the full cultural experience because we were, in their eyes, only going to be there for 5 months.
They drove us out and we hiked to a glacier. That was unique, especially coming from Tennessee. There's no ice walls to climb. Their native language of Georgian was very difficult. However, at the end, I gave a little speech in Georgian, thanking their academy. It was an eye-opening experience. One thing I learned in Switzerland was to try and enjoy everything that you're doing, no matter how challenging it is.
Being able to see the country of your target language in person and really living day to day can move your passion to continue learning the language that much further.
All the conferences, all the internship, and all the exchange programs will help you as you develop, not just as a soldier, but also as a person. I think everybody in the Corps should study abroad because it will develop them so much.
If you have a free semester, it's the perfect time to explore a country. There's really not much holding you back in terms of whether or not you should go. It's a great experience.
I got extremely valuable training and just an overall incredible life experience that I wouldn't have gotten going to any other school. And it was the opportunity of a lifetime.
My wife's family is full of medical professionals, including lots of nurses. The more they talk to me about nursing, the more I realize there are so many different opportunities within the field of nursing. You can constantly continue growing, continue learning, which was something that really drew me to it. I was really attracted to the accelerated program at UNG for a couple reasons. One, I heard that UNG, like everything I've heard about UNG's nursing program is incredible. I have a couple friends who have been through it in recent years and had just spoke very highly of it. Just everything I've seen online, spoken about it, it's just a very reputable program. So UNG was already a pretty clear choice for me. And then seeing the opportunity to do an accelerated program, it was kind of a no-brainer. Honestly, I get to graduate earlier, and one of the things that appealed to me the most, actually, was that most of our clinical rotations are at Northeast Georgia Medical Center. I am really thankful for the faculty that are specifically dedicated to the ABSN program here. This faculty, they really want to see us succeed in this program and be the best nurses we can possibly be.
At the half, alongside Lee Glenn, Craig Corbin, the Nighthawk Sports Network team here in Dahlonega, and it's a pretty interesting matchup here tonight. A very interesting game between North Georgia and Tusculum. Nighthawks have led by as many as 13, tied after one quarter. It's a 1-point lead now. It's one of those games where it's impossible to get any semblance of a flow.
It's an interesting style that I look forward to talking to Coach Burson after the game and see if it's something that they expected. I wonder if this is how Coach Hodges' teams played at Armstrong or not. I just don't know. Or maybe it's just a style that he's adopted over the course of his career. But it's been a long time since I've seen a box score that is not either a blowout in either direction, where 15 players have checked in and played minutes. So 15 different Pioneers, including 14 that have played 3 minutes or more.
Wow.
So it's just waves. And North Georgia fans need to expect that that's how it's going to be for the next 20 minutes, right? So they can get down and they can come back really quick.
Right.
Or you can get down and they can let the game back, because it's really tough if Tusculum were to have a 10-point lead,
right,
to manage it with this style. You know, it can come back to you really quick. So leads are a fickle thing. But what you got to do is stay poised against, the goal is to stay poised against the pressure, limit the one dribble pickups, and limit the over dribbling. We've talked in the first half about Tusculum's 3-point percentage, right? It's 3 of 12, which is 25%, which, as we talked about in the open, that's what North Georgia was shooting after 2 games.
Right.
So I think what we get hung up on is the shot quality of the threes, where they come from on the floor, how quick they come in the shot clock. But I've come to learn that it doesn't matter really, because if there's a long carom that leads in defensive transition for Tusculum, it just creates that chaos that the Pioneers are looking for. So it's going to be extremely interesting to see if we can continue to keep our foot on the gas, but play with poise and try to make 1, 2, 3 dribbles and a pass instead of 1 and hold it, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trouble.
Looking at the box score here, points in the paint, Tusculum with a 2-point advantage there. Bench points, well, that's in this game really not an appropriate metric to use because the bench is long tonight. Turnovers, quite honestly, surprised that category wasn't a bit closer.
Yeah, you know what will be interesting is definitely want North Georgia to pull this out, but aside from today, it's going to be interesting to see what Tusculum looks like in January and February, when they have figured this out,
right?
When other teams have figured it out. Yeah, does their style carry? Does it travel?
Yep.
I'm sure it will because it's unique. But, man, I think right now Nighthawk fans are going to need to just buckle up and weather the storm and know that it's not going to be pretty here in the final 20 minutes.
It's sort of like they say about sausage, you don't necessarily want to see how it's made. Enjoy it once it's done.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's like they'll get results playing this style for sure. It's just not going to be pretty. It's not going to be. It's going to be offense off turnovers. It's going to be very short possessions. And people traditionally want to see pass, cut, assisted basket, grind into the half court. Tusculum fans need to get used to a game that happens in their shot clock operator had better have a healthy thumb.
Well, it's funny. Thinking about it from the perspective, you talked about it early, the effect of that substitution pattern on the offensive flow. Was also thinking then about that from the players' standpoint, how when most players have come from systems that are entirely different with regard to substitution pattern, how the players will feel come January, February.
That's true. Their highest volume player they had a couple with 13 minutes, but you better be able to sprint and add your sprints together to turn into a marathon.
Chesterfield continues right where she left off, and that puts the Pioneers back in front, 40-39. Chesterfield now with 9 points on the night. Trushell gets the friendly roll.
Oh, that's a really nice roll there. Front rim, side rim, backboard and in.
Lob to Chesterfield. Backing in, taken away by Fahey. Here come the Nighthawks. It's a 2-on-1. Now a 3-on-1. The pass over in the corner, and stepping on the sideline was Lexi Pierce.
Two guards there really didn't want to challenge the big in the 2-on-1. They kind of fanned out a little bit, looking for the kick-out three, and it wasn't clean, but wonderful job by Fahey on the post touch, pinching in from the backside and creating the turnover.
Just about a minute into the third quarter here. 41-40, and official time there for a quick shoe adjustment. Silva will inbound it. A quick shot from Vananda, no good. Trushell the loose ball. Oh, thought she was going to pull the trigger on that. Hall now trapped, dribbles through it. Shot clock at 13, ball knocked away and taken by the Pioneers. Up ahead it comes to Wilson. Whistle. We have the second on Cannon.
That last possession was going to be an example of the over-dribbling. Right. It wasn't trying to get away from pressure, but it is a lot of times when you bounce it that many times, a lot of eyes are on you. Right. A lot of hands, a lot of time for hands to get up, and what Tusculum is doing now when we pull it out outside of the offensive zone is they're sending a second player at us. They will not let us play slow. And I'm not saying we're trying to play slow, right, but they want possessions to last 10 seconds or less.
1 of 2 by Carly Wilson, and we're tied at 41. Full court press. Ball knocked away from Hall, and it'll stay North Georgia ball. Inbound comes to Hall, back to Trushell, knocked away, and a turnover. That's 2 in a row. Long three. This one no good, but an offensive board. Putback is good. Nighthawks having trouble getting it up the floor. Now Hall will get it right down Main Street. The floater, good! Nice touch.
Wow, did a good job. She almost like recoiled her body up in the air on the layup to absorb the landing.
That's tough to do.
Nice finger roll there from Hall. Ties us back up again at 43.
Cross court it goes to Lexi Patty out of Maryville, Tennessee.
They pronounce it Merville up there, M-U-R.
And a whistle away from the ball. That's going to be on Fahey, as she was battling for position against Simona Henshaw. Mentioned that Henshaw out of London by way of Florida Atlantic to Tusculum. And making her first appearance of the night, Lizzie Campbell. See if she can slow down Chesterfield. The inbound knocked away, and Campbell has the ball. Pierce, bounce pass to Hall. Now it's loose. Diving for it, Chesterfield gets the pass to her teammate, Jenna Kallenberg. And it's 45-43. Tusculum back in front. Pass too much for Fahey to bring down. And a timeout taken, 7:09 to go here in the quarter. 45-43, Tusculum on top of North Georgia. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good. Others are great. Find your greatness.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
court pressure defense by Tusculum has paid dividends here in the third quarter. And roughly 3 minutes into it, it's a 2-point lead for the Pioneers. Turnovers on at least 3 of the last 5 possessions for North Georgia. Campbell tipped it, but retained by Tusculum in the basket. That's the largest lead now of the night at 4. Pierce, bounce pass, beautiful shot by Trussell.
Trussell does a good job of finishing when she's playing fast with speed.
Under control.
Like a lot of times people will miss that shot because her cut and her sprint is too fast, and she finishes with pace.
Chesterfield now with 11 points on the night. We'll have a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. Hall is going to check in for Fahey. Chesterfield gets that one to go. Now she will check out, replaced by Henshaw. Hall lobs it up to Pierce, 2-on-1. Bounce pass, and the bucket by Davenport.
A little Lumpkin connection there. Pierce to Davenport. Bell fumbled it just a tick, but still was able to finish in traffic by use of her left hand.
Whistle and a foul stops the clock with 6:11 to go. Tusculum on top, 50-47. And Henshaw lost a shoe. Just steps back into it. No need for tightening the laces. Lexi Patty, shot clock at 12. Away to DeBusk. Now a long heave is off the mark, no good by Wilson, and a whistle inside. On whom will the foul be called? That's going to go on Campbell. Clock stopped at 5:55 to go here in the third. Henshaw, good. And the second one as well. That equals the largest lead of the night for the Pioneers. Hall through double team pressure. Up ahead it goes. Pierce up, would not go. Pioneers nearly lose the handle, but retain it. 5-point lead, 5:40 to go in the third. Open in the corner, three-point heave is way off the mark, but an offensive board in the basket. Foul on Fahey.
To be fair, she thought she could do that.
I beg your pardon, that was on Pierce. 54-47, largest lead of the night for Tusculum. Davenport open for a three, right wing, off the iron, no good. Nearly got her own rebound. It's a 2-on-1 break for the Pioneers. Shot way too hard off the glass. Turnover. On the right wing, that one is an air ball into the hands of Emily Trussell. Pushing it up inside 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Davenport zips it to Pierce, top of the key. Hall, three-pointer, would not go. Campbell fights for the rebound. Trushell now tries a three. This one no good. And the lid was on the basket that time. The feed to Chesterfield. Campbell defends. Shot is up. No good. Campbell, the rebound.
All right, let's get a bucket here.
Up ahead. Davenport all by herself would not go. And you know, it's interesting. Even though Tusculum on top now 54-47, the matchup defensively of putting Campbell on her has helped.
Absolutely. Doesn't force us to kind of bring a second player to her.
Timeout on the floor, 4:17 to go in the third. It's Tusculum on top by 7 at 54-47 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Northeast Georgia Health System is a proud supporter of North Georgia Nighthawk Athletics.
Tusculum back on the court. North Georgia breaking their huddle. It'll be Pierce, Hall, Trushell, Sticker, and Davenport. Inbound comes and nearly taken away. Scramble. Pierce gets it to Sticker. Goodness gracious.
I mean, just inbounding the basketball is hard against this pressure.
Turnover. Ball is free. Tusculum keeps it. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 54-47 Pioneers. Lexi Patty, three-pointer off the mark, no good. That will be allowed to go out of bounds and over to North Georgia. Inbound comes to Hall. Tennessee Tech transfer. Trushell fakes, drives to the paint, blocked, but a foul. And that'll send her to the line.
Nice job of going to the left there by Emily. Caught it, shot fake, drove it.
Another 5-for-5 swap.
We'll see if here if we can make a free throw that if we just try to maybe throw a zone at them or just mix something up defensively.
Right.
Tusculum is getting comfortable. Their comfort is on the defensive end, but just maybe if we could toss a different look at them, make them have to think for a minute.
Trushell now with 12, make it 13 on the night. 54-49.
And ironically, here comes the 1-3-1.
How about that? What a long three. Give that to Jenner Kallenberg.
She will shoot it from distance.
Pass too much for Trushell. Nighthawks have been a little aggressive with some of the longer passes tonight.
Jump back in man here.
And takeaway. Pierce bounce pass, cannon shot up, wouldn't go, but a foul.
Good job by poking the ball the way there. I believe it was Daisha, then running in transition. Lexi did enough in defensive and offensive transition to engage the one defender back, which gave her that enough gap to get the pocket pass in there. And that's a Lumpkin to White County connection. So a lot of North Georgia high school, North Georgia locally in the 5-county area players right here on this team. And it's good to see them starting to connect a little bit. Got this thing now down to 6, 57, 51, 2:45 to play here.
Silva heaves it up. Oh, goodness. And a whistle will send her to the line for 3.
It's like Tusculum has no regard for shot quality. They just want to get it up. They want to get it up as quick as they can get it up. And just once their players shooting with confidence. And then if it goes, great. If it doesn't, then that's just another opportunity for us to go play defense.
But, you know, that is so foreign to most basketball purists. And quite honestly, I have to go back to the Loyola Marymount days.
Very similar. I would imagine that they don't spend a lot of time in practice going over sets and offensive continuity.
I think you're probably right. And hats off to Silva. She just hit 3 in a row at the line. And that now is the largest lead of the night for Tusculum at 9. So the Nighthawks with a bit of digging to do here. Double teamed on the inbound is Cannon. And a foul called.
All night. They've been doing that all night.
2:35 to go here in the third.
We have got to keep it off the sideline.
Yep. That becomes another defender.
Third trapper.
Pierce brings it up against Wilson, but ball knocked free, out of bounds, and it is going to stay North Georgia ball. Coach Hodge pretty animated along the sideline.
I think because, the shot clock doesn't reset.
Nice pass over the top, length of the court, big bucket.
They spent a lot of time and energy trying to keep the pressure up active and forgot.
Pierce got behind him. 6 points on the night. 60-53, 2:05 to go in the third quarter. DeBusk nearly lost the ball, got it back. Lexi Patty drives, and I'm not sure.
That's shot clock violation.
That is a charge. And so wave it off.
Like Tusculum is asking for a shot clock violation because they don't want the foul.
Right.
That's good. That's good arguing there.
So I don't think they're going to win that appeal.
But I don't think that there's any such thing as foul trouble on their bench.
Nope. That's just the. All right, so now instead of Trushell inbounding, it'll be Hall. 1:49 to go here in the third. 7-point lead for Tusculum. And we may have an opportunity for a conference at midcourt. Meanwhile, both teams huddling up. And I believe they're going to go to the monitor for a video review.
I'm not sure that there's going to be time on it. I think that unless you can tell by the horn, shot clock. Well, I guess no. You're going to be able to see the lights on the backboard. Yeah.
All right. You felt there was a shot clock violation.
I did.
I think you're probably right. I think it's close, but I think you're probably right. Because she was in the air but had not released the ball.
Regardless is that there's no basket. It's our ball, and Tusculum didn't score. So they're really just trying to figure out if they're going to charge the young lady with a foul.
Right.
Or we're just going to play.
So the officials huddling up, taking a gander. The crew of A.J. Sipsey, Katrina Plummer, and Kiki Tardy. And I will say this, not a very long review compared to some we have seen. So they are going to call it a shot clock violation. Spot on, Mr. Glenn, as per normal.
Yeah, I thought so there.
So Hall will inbound.
It wasn't meaningless.
No.
It was a saved foul.
Yep.
Somebody on Tusculum.
That makes a difference. Hall zips it over wide open left side off the iron. No good from Pierce. Tipped it to Cannon. Dacia drives, shoots, scores, and the foul.
There we go, Dacia. It's like the Lexi ran in there on her miss and created the loose ball that was bouncing around. Dacia got it. Dacia was timid. Where's my kick out? Let's restart. And she finally said, look, I'm just going to take it at the rim. And that's good confidence there.
Cannon completes the three-point play, and that pulls the Nighthawks to within 4. 60-56, 1:28 to go, third quarter. Out front, Silva, over it goes to Lindsay. Now the lob to Chesterfield, guarded by Cannon, nothing doing there. Nearly knocked away.
That'll be a turnover.
And it is. I think Fahey just got in the line of sight.
Yep.
For Chesterfield.
That's good guard defense there. And Dacia did a good job of holding her ground in the post.
Trushell will inbound just to our left, but not before.
How do you determine? So we've been subbing mostly 5 in, 5 out. How do you determine when it's 4? How do you say which one stays back?
Exactly. Trushell, 17-footers, good. And just like that, the lead is but 2.
I'm telling you, it comes and goes in waves.
Wow. The ebb, the flow. Inside a minute to go, third quarter. Lexi Patty, three-pointer, no good. Rebound scramble. It's an offensive board. The shot will nestle in for Emily DeBusk. Or Dana DeBusk, beg your pardon. 62-58. It's a 3-on-2. Pierce. You know, she was so open, that was an uncomfortable shot.
Yeah.
Nighthawks keep it. Cannon back to Pierce. This time it's a 3. Wouldn't go. Offensive board, Fahey.
Go ahead.
Third time is the charm.
That speaks volumes of her confidence to be able, as a freshman, to miss 2 and have the guts to shoot the third.
62-61 with 10 seconds to go, third quarter. My, oh my, what a night in Dahlonega. Lexi Patty picks up her dribble, now nowhere to go with 2-1. They're not going to get a shot away. Nighthawks will have it, and that's going to do it for the third quarter.
So that is the third consecutive quarter that a team has had a double-digit lead, but we end either tied or one possession.
And it evaporates. What a night of basketball. Tusculum 62, North Georgia 61. We got 10 minutes to decide this. Don't go away. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
It is 62-61 in favor of Tusculum. Their largest lead came at 60-51. And a nice 7-0 spurt by the Nighthawks.
So never actually had a double-figure lead. I misspoke there.
But right on the cusp.
Yeah.
On the cusp. All right, it'll be Trushell to inbound. Zips it into Cannon. Fourth quarter underway.
See, they bring a double team right at her in the backcourt.
And a takeaway. Blocked by Hall.
Goodness.
All right. Ansley, enough of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, teammates, on the turnover. Let me rectify that.
And rectify she did. Inbound comes to Zugna, and that's an offensive foul on, is it Vananda or Silva? It is Vananda. Transfer from East Tennessee State. Double team now. Oh, and the pass through the hands and out of bounds. Pressure defense makes it tough. Pass off the mark, taken away. Trushell on the move. It's 3-on-3. Stop, pop by Hall off the glass.
Nice job of using the glass. Had to dump down to Carly Fahey as well, but feeling good on the 5-footer.
That puts the Nighthawks back in front, and a takeaway here. Hall is going to go in for the layup.
That's an and one, Craig.
Oh my goodness, they did call a foul. A 14-2 run by North Georgia. And a timeout on the floor. It is a full, and we will take it as well. 9:08 to go. Nighthawks back on top, 65-62 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Northeast Georgia Health System is a proud supporter of North Georgia Nighthawk Athletics.
Ansley Hall has been a player on fire.
Ansley and her backcourt teammates are still going to have 9 minutes of decision making to make over the next quarter to get this thing to the finish line. There's going to be more ebbs and flows, positives, negatives, but we just got to handle the pressure and not pick the ball up.
Oh goodness, that has to be a foul on Chesterfield. She just flattened Trushell. And that is the second personal on That's Nakaya.
That is one of the most frustrating things for a coach, is an offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Right. Well, and Emily had done a great job to get in position for that offensive board. Hall directing traffic's got to hurry. Now lobs it in to Trussell, just beating the 5 count.
Yeah, those layered offensive baseline outplays give people heartburn.
Pass intercepted, taken away. Quickly on the move, Carly Wilson. Nighthawks by 3, 8:45 to go in the ball game. Wilson works the right side of the lane, off balance shot, no good. Weak side rebound to Hall. Or beg your pardon, that's Fahey.
They're easy to get mixed up.
Indeed. Now Fahey with the ball to the foul line.
Nice post entry.
Sticker would not go.
That's one Stick's going to make more times than not.
8 minutes, 8 seconds left in the contest. Nighthawks by 3. Tusculum with the ball. Faith Diggs. Bounce pass to Chesterfield. Backs in. Nothing doing. Nice defense. Henshaw no good, but an offensive board in the basket. Give that one to DeBusk.
There we go. Nice diagonal pass. Double diagonal pass.
And the pass intended for Pierce gets it, for Fahey rather. 3 in and out, no good for Trussell, but an offensive board by Davenport.
Well, again,
wide open. Emily, top of the key, wouldn't fall. Sticker got a hand on it, and Henshaw got a hand on her, and is called for the foul.
I like the confidence in our ladies when they've missed a 3 and teammates battle to an offensive rebound, and the ball finds its way back to you. A lot of unconfident players will just keep that ball moving, but right there, Trussell, who is a confirmed talented shooter, those were 2 misses that went basically halfway down.
That ball out of bounds, stays North Georgia. $7:19 to go. Hall through traffic. Taken away. Just a crazy pace of play. Could have been a charge.
And it is. There's 10 tired ladies on the court right now, Chris.
Yeah. 6:56 to go, 65-64. North Georgia by 1. Fahey in, Hall is out. Cannon. And back away to Fahey. Trussell. Shot clock at 20, game clock at 6:44. Davenport zips it across to Pierce. Now Trussell,
wow.
Foul. That is a foul on Artasia Cole.
That's going to allow us to shoot from here on out. And we've, if the scoreboard is correct, Craig, we haven't fouled this quarter.
Wow.
So that means that every time the whistle blows, and that is something that I know Coach Burson is going to pick up on, will our point guards who are getting doubled and hounded in the backcourt put that in their peace pipe and smoke it.
Right.
Pass fake and drive at and around people's hips. And let's shoot some free throws between here and the end.
1 of 2 that time. And a whistle inside. 66-64. The lead is 2. Hall quickly checks back in. Trushell gets a breather. At the line is Fernanda. And just like that, we're tied at 66.
This game is going to happen in waves.
Yeah. Again, they stay with the full court press. The inbound comes to Dacia. Cannon, 3 dribbles and back. Goes to Hall, up to Davenport. That's been a nice way to break that pressure.
Yeah. 2 dribble diagonal.
Hall through the double team. Fahey, bounce pass to Pierce. Back goes to Carley. Boy, and just hip checked out of bounds by Kallenberg.
It's going to be free throws again. It's going to be a long 6 minutes.
You are correct, sir. And again, the 5-for-5 substitution. Fahey settles in. And you talk about the opportunity to have this many trips to the foul line, and that just amplifies the need to shoot them well.
Yep.
First one no good.
It's a win-win. It's 3 points. It's 3 points. It's a chance to catch your breath.
1 of 2 and a takeaway. Pierce. Bounce pass to Fahey, intended for Davenport, rolls all the way over to Hall. Back to Isabel, top of the key, now to Pierce. Davenport with 15 to shoot, 5:45 to play. Pierce for 3, this one's a little long. And a reach-in foul. Oh my goodness.
Black.
I thought that was going to be on Fahey.
I sure did. I thought that she had run around the checkout.
How about that?
Coach Todd beside himself a little bit.
And that one right on the money. 68-66.
No, I was guilty of it when I was fortunate enough to coach, but when coaches reiterate what the count is, right? Like, it's visible that my team has fouled. Well, is there ever a consideration that your team has actually just fouled more?
Right. Just the sheer facts of the matter. Clock stop, 5:31 to go, a 3-point lead for North Georgia.
I got a feeling that the way they play and how they send double teams just not randomly, there's a strategy behind it in the half court and face guard in the full court, that there's going to be a lot of games where they do foul more than the other team.
By default. And 0 of 2 that time. Boy, that could have been a foul by Zugna over the top, but no whistle. Nighthawks have it up by 3. Cannon, top of the key, drives the right side of the lane in traffic, blocked by Zugna. And that'll be an offensive foul on Dacia.
Yeah. 32 is such a big presence in the paint.
Yeah. Big wingspan. Zugna goes out, replaced by Chesterfield and a host of others. Three-point ball game, North Georgia on top. Wilson back to Silva. Silva works on Pierce, into the lane, nothing doing. Now zips it over to Vananda. And hits the baseline jumper.
That's a really nice tough two from Tusculum there, the stop and pop along the baseline.
Davenport out front, hounded by Vananda. Ball is free. Beautiful job by Campbell to get there. Hall on the wing right side, 4:44 to go. And a foul will send her to the line. That will go against Carly Wilson.
We have just got to quit dribbling so much in the half court for no reason. Just cut and move the basketball and dribble to relieve from pressure or dribble to create a better passing angle. But right now, when we are just casually dribbling because it's just a habit, that is their trigger to send a second player at us, because when that second player comes at us, what we have to do then is pick the dribble up.
It's like a magnet.
That's correct. It's weird, and so that's really good coaching on Tusculum's part to see just the casual dribble that goes nowhere.
Couple of foul shots hit the mark there, and it's 71-68. Still a lot of time. 4:41 to go. Lineup on the floor right now for the Nighthawks: Hall, Fahey, Pierce, Cannon, and Campbell. Silva heaves it up. Off the mark, no good. Campbell fighting for the loose ball. It will belong to North Georgia. Hey, some good minutes tonight for Lizzie.
No doubt. Two really good post players out there for the Pioneers, and she's done a good job when she comes out. And
up ahead to Dacia, cross-court dangerous pass. The lob down low, Campbell!
Nice ball movement right there. Not a lot of dribbles, but a lot of ball movement.
Back to a 5-point lead. Chesterfield works on Campbell underneath, got position, wouldn't go, Campbell the rebound.
That's a great point you make there of Campbell being really good defensively and just changing the look of how we defend.
Hall double team, bounce pass through it to Cannon. Oh, and a dangerous pass, but Pierce flags it down. Inside 4 minutes to go. Down low, Campbell with a left hand, wouldn't fall.
Oh, man.
Woo! That would have been nice. Oh, look at Lizzie go for the loose ball. She is playing hard tonight. Well, that is effort.
Now she's got a new fresh post.
Yep, Zugna back in there. She just smiles. Patty inbounds to DeBusk, and a whistle. Little contact between Campbell and Zugna.
No harm there. Baseline out again.
.337 to go. Lexi Patty, bounce pass to Zugna. Backs in on Campbell. Left-hand hook shot, and it's good.
Good player.
3-point ball game. Trushell up ahead to Fahey. Carly drives now. Gives way to Hall. Stops at the elbow. Back to Carly. Now Trushell to Cannon. Shot clock at 15. In the corner. The drive, reverse layup wouldn't go. Campbell puts it up and in.
Nice drive by Carly Fahey there. Almost got the reverse finish. Forced the big to come challenger, which freed up Lizzie for the offensive rebound.
5-point lead, 2:55 to go. North Georgia on top. Zugna drives, no good. Rebound to Hall.
More good post defense from Campbell.
Cannon brings it up. Boy, dangerous pass there. Trushell to Cannon. Down low to Campbell. Hall. Back to Cannon. 2.
Nice cut by Dacia Cannon.
Timeout taken by Coach Hodge of Tusculum. Stops it with 2:26 to play. Taful will take it. North Georgia 77, Tusculum 70. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Teams are back on the floor. 2:26 to go. Tusculum with the ball, down 7, 77-70. Boy, Wilson just barely beat the 5 count.
A little bit of their own medicine there. Woo! Baseline out, face guard.
That didn't taste good, did it?
You should probably see a lot of that in practice.
Yeah. Shot clock at 14, 2:12 to go. Kallenberg gives way to Chesterfield, lobs it up, no good. Rebound, Cannon. And Dacia draws the foul, which stops the clock with 2:02 to go.
Will not show up in the box score right there, but Carly Fahey got caught in a non-advantageous switch where she was on the big backed her down. It's almost like you want to concede there. Either foul really hard before she gets into a shot attempt, if you've got one to give, or what she did was just hold her ground and wall up and make the player make the play through her. And she forced the miss. Dacia with the offensive rebound, and unfortunately weren't able to connect after getting fouled.
Inside 2 minutes we go. Vananda, no good from 10 feet. Rebound, Hall. Pivots again. Now dribbles once, picks it up, and away to Trushell. Emily across half court. Pierce. Now back to Hall. Trushell. Now Fahey. Shot clock at 10. Hall drives just inside the elbow, right side, no good. Rebound Chesterfield. Still a 7-point ball game, 1:23 seconds left. 15-footer will not go for Vananda. Trushell zips it ahead to Pierce, 2-on-2.
That's good, a basketball IQ right there.
Yeah, the clock is the thing you got to be concerned with. Clock stopped at 1:04 left to go. Inside a minute we go. And a foul stops the clock with 56.1.
That's one thing right there that we've kind of missed on, is a lot of times when we see that double team coming at us, we immediately put it down,
right,
and then get in trouble. But right there on that possession, the double team came at us, and twice we pass faked, forcing the defense to come up off their feet, and then it's an easy dribble around. So the value of a pass fake against pressure.
2 from the line from Hall, and it's now a 9-point ball game, 79-70. What an interesting game tonight.
It is. And you know what? They were on pace to score like 120 each.
Yep.
Early.
Wilson at the left elbow to Chesterfield. Up, bit of foul.
Good. It was well communicated there. Who was going to switch? Who was going to keep it? We just got caught in a ball screen with a hard roll, and I tell you what, that's going to end up being a foul and potential points here for Tusculum. But that was really good communicated defense that we were just a step slow on.
Chesterfield missing the first. 12 points on the night from the freshman out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. 1 of 2. 79-71. 40 seconds left. A dribble and the pass to Trushell. Right into the hands, thankfully, of Fahey. Up ahead to Pierce. Up and in. 81-71, and that could be just about enough. Kallenberg. Now that heave well off the mark, and that's going to be all she wrote here tonight for the Pioneers. North Georgia will move to 2-1.
They're going to win some basketball games playing that style, though, I'll tell you. No doubt about that.
And the final seconds ticking off. The clock And that is your final. 81-71. North Georgia moves to 2-1. Tusculum starts 0-1 on the season. I called it interesting. Just a very unique approach.
Yeah, I like it though. If you've got 15 players that can dribble and pass and will play with heart, then why not? North Georgia did a good job of, whether we knew about it or not, we did a good job of kind of limiting our turnovers. We turned it over way too much than what we wanted to, but it's still November, and we've got to learn how to be comfortable playing against that style. So I tell you what, a win is a win. We're really good in this building, but great job by the Nighthawks on finding a way to get a win against a really good, athletic, and talented Tusculum team.
And up next is another talented team. Tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. is your tip-off as the Nighthawks will take on Lincoln Memorial in day number 2 of the UNG Nighthawk Classic. On behalf of Lee Glenn and everybody with the Nighthawk Sports Network, I'm Craig Corbin reminding you your final score, North Georgia 81, Tusculum 71. Good night from Dahlonega.